Hi guys, I hope you are having a wonderful weekend. I was going to pop this up on Facebook, but then I thought really quick, let me start with YouTube so at least you guys have this too, okay? It's just an energy that's building here, and I just want to point it out because how do I say even? I don't think it's going to be on a personal note as much as it is on a collective note, okay? But again, let me say here, I really don't feel you have any control over the things that are in the energies, right? This is like a place where a storm would come in and just clean the land so that it can present some sense of life again. You know what I mean? But it's not something, though, that you should be pulled off your trajectory. You know what I mean? This is a great time to be alive. There's a lot of amazing blessings. We've got a lot of things that we're striving for, learning, growing, a lot of these things, our daily routines, all of that. Try to stick to the things that keep you going where you're trying to get to, what you're trying to do. Even if you're not trying to go anywhere, try to be in the day, be happy in the day. Get yourself some flowers, do something nicer for yourself than you normally would do, right? It's a time where you want to just, I think, nurture yourself a little bit more. And by that, I mean, just stay closer to home. I don't mean that physically. I mean, just stay closer to home in your heart. Stay closer to home in the things that truly matter. The things that, you know what, in the midst of a crap storm, the day is going to pass. The BS will pass. But the things that are truly important to you, you didn't waste your time taking it away from, like, listening to your kid or playing with your animal or going to here or doing this or, painting, drawing, whatever it is, watching TV. You didn't take the focus away from, a thing that made you happy that day. Because I think there's things that are going to be going on around us. And I'm not talking about, I'm just talking in general. Try to remember the things that are important to you. You know what I mean? Don't get tied up in something. If your boss has a hair across his ass, let him be like that. It doesn't mean that you need to feed into it. Even if he's projecting it at you or she's projecting it at you, just keep your course about things, right? I think that we've got some things playing out that could poke our vulnerable spots, right? Usually the parts, though, that we're the most hard on ourselves about. I'm not good enough. I'm not this enough. I'm not yada, yada, yada. Those kind of things, right? It could be people saying things, too, that you take more personal this week. Don't allow that to happen. Realize the energies are going to pass. What I want to point out, you're probably not going to hear anyone else say this, but I find this to be true, right? I think that a lot of times we have things that we do that are a little quirky, right? They're specific to us, but those are the things that make us uniquely us, right? They're the freak flags we fly. They're the things that we find interesting, or the food concoctions that we eat that people think, oh my God, I could never do that. These kind of things, right? Black Moon Lilith, I find, she's not so much the woman scorned, female scorned, I should say, female energy scorned, receptive energy. It's more, do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Don't conform to something that you're not. You know what I mean? If you want to paint your hair half purple and half blue, paint your hair half purple and half blue. It doesn't mean that you need to fit into a box that you don't fit in. These are where I think, Black Moon Lilith, I don't think that she is a negative. I just don't. I think that it's a point where it's who you truly are. So don't mask that. Be who you are, not being arrogant about it, though I'm not saying that. People portray that energy as being that, and I guess maybe it could be, but the point that I'm feeling with it is it's going to be a week where you may want to try things that you haven't tried before, and you may get kicked back from people that aren't so receptive. Who gives a crap? Go do your thing. Make yourself feel a little bit more liberated. Take some chances on some things. Who cares if, allow yourself to be imperfect. And then go back and polish the edges. It's no big deal. You know what I mean? It's very liberating. You may find out things about yourself this week that, had the energy not been so intense, you may not have. So I'm trying to cap out on the positive, because I think that, we've got so much going on around us that life just seems so uncertain sometimes. And it is, but we've got a trajectory, and it's a great time to be alive and not get lost in the doom and gloom of all the stuff that's going on around us. It will pass. This energy will pass. Things will, grow again. But for now, use the energy in a productive way, in a way that you have some control over, because the other stuff you don't. Okay, so the reason I'm pointing this out, and I realize that it's a little bit off the cuff, but I'm trying to give you a little bit something liberating, freeing to work with, happy, positive. Try new things this week, even though you think that, someone may say to you, my God, I cannot believe you're going to walk out of the house like this, and say, yep, I sure as hell am, and go. If it's something that truly makes you happy. We've got the Moon card here. We've got the Nine of Swords, and we've got the King of Coins. I think what's happening is that fears are going to be heightened. Things that, we weren't worried about are going to become much more intense. Realize that it's just the energy amping these things up. That's why I'm trying to give you a productive outlet to actually use these to your advantage. You know what I mean? Chiron brings up wounds, right? It brings up wounds of where we're abandoned, where we're not good enough, where we're not loved, where what if I say this? What if the person leaves me? What if I'm not good enough? What if this is as good as I can get? What if I can't do any better? What if I'm dumb? What if I can't read? What if I can't learn this or go here or do this? That's enough with that, right? It's use these energies to say, you know what? I'm not perfect, but I'm going to go and I'm going to try this. I'm going to keep my trajectory where I want it to go. This is not a time to be put into a box where you just don't fit. With the King of Coins, it's just saying, you know what? Some things take time. Sometimes society doesn't adjust to things really quick. The King of Coins is it's about perseverance, keeping your feet on the ground, trusting yourself, knowing where you're going, knowing what you're doing, and realizing that it takes time. Have some patience. And not many people have to follow you. Be the leader. Be the one that doesn't, like only white flowers. You like mixed bouquets, so mix up the bouquets. You'll be, you know what I'm saying? Do the thing that you think, how do I say this even? Just do your own thing. Do your own thing as even if you're the only one who enjoys what you're doing, someone else will come along and say, you know what, I want to buy that from you, or I want to, invest in this, or you know what, I really like that too, and I never thought I could do that, but now that I see someone else is doing it, now I'm going to step outside of my box. Be the leader to open the door for someone else, I guess is where I'm trying to go with that. So I realize this is a little bit all over the board for some of you. If you can't keep up with me, I'm sorry, but it's just what it is. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put something out here that is freeing and liberating and letting you realize that the crap storm will pass. The typhoon will pass, the hurricane will pass, all of this viral stuff will pass. Keep your eye on the prize, because the world is not going to end. It's a beautiful place to be, and, go plant something somewhere where it hasn't been planted before. So there you go. I hope that I helped you in some way. Again, these are intense energies. They may feel very oppressive. They may feel like they're never going to end. You can't get out from under it. Again, the reason I'm putting this out here is it will pass. It's just energy. It's not consistent. It will pass. Go find something that you can check out for. You know what I mean? Go watch TV, or go do something, or go invest in something, or go draw something, or go do whatever it is that you do. Go do your thing. Okay, so that's what I've got. I hope that I helped you in some way. Okay, have a wonderful week, guys. It will pass, and it will be wonderful. Liberate yourself in a way that you've always wanted to, but you've never had the spot to do. This would be the perfect week to do that.